Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day today. I just uploaded the video about my informal dining area, the window seat. If you haven't seen it, definitely feel free to check that out. I'll be leaving it at the end of this video. But I felt like after doing that, I wanted to discuss with you guys new construction, new builds. I've actually done this video before, but I felt like with so many of you guys purchasing homes and stuff, I wanted to give just a little bit more detail about it. So really, I'm going to be touching on just a few points. The first one is upgrade. So I feel like there's a misconception that when you are building a home, and when I say building a home, a build-a-grade home, which means you're not working directly with the contractor or an engineer to custom build your home. You're dealing with the builder. You go into a showroom, there's maybe 8 to 10 options for your countertop. For me, I'm gonna say, there was about, I think there was like up until like level 4, maybe level 5 cabinetry. But again, it wasn't like I was gonna get solid wood and it was gonna be this whole thing. It was just a color, which to be quite frankly, I think was a little ludicrous, because cabinet in option 1 was just the standard white shaker cabinets, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't even think they were 100% like bright white. It had to be almost like an antique white, which I didn't want antique white, nor did I want shaker style cabinets. And then option 2 gave me a little bit more detail, so I did upgrade my cabinetry with that. I've definitely seen comments where people are like, you know, it would have been better for you to do it with the builder. And that's a lie. Okay, that's a lie. Anyone who has gone through the building process knows that that is a lie, because the builder jacks up the price. If you're new to my channel, I would highly recommend just kind of scanning through and watching a few videos, because a lot of work actually went into this house, even though it's still, in my personal opinion, still pretty regular. I still had to do a lot to get it to still look regular. I will say this. Now that I'm trying to go on the exterior of the house, I'm like, damn, I probably should have allowed the builder to, I think it's called like an open carport for the back, because I think when I had mentioned for them to build it, and it wasn't even going to be that big as what I want currently, they were asking for $16,000. Currently, what I want is to have something extend the entire back of the house, and they're charging $11,000, which is still less than the builder. Plus, I'll be able to customize it to my liking of what I want. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, so don't be asking about the backyard. It was way more than what I expected. I thought it was gonna be like 7 or something like that, but you know. And then for the backyard, not jumping off topic or anything, I'm not going to get the fence, because with my neighborhood, apparently I can only do the wood shadow box, which I don't really like, and I don't want to cover the view of the water, because this is like the whole purpose of me being here was the view, and so I don't want to cover it, so I'm not going to do a fencing. But anyway, moving right along, the builder just wasn't, in terms of what the builder was offering, it just wasn't less money. The coffered ceilings upstairs in the loft, if you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. That was like, I want to say it was like $1,600. The builder was charging $3,400. They didn't offer me cabinetry to go all the way up, and one of the things that the cabinet maker told me is the homes aren't 100% leveled. So what ends up happening is it's a lot of work just trying to get the cabinets to kind of go in line and everything fit perfectly, which is why they stop it at a certain place and then just add the crown molding around it to finish it off, and don't worry about trying to fidget and fight. 100% I can attest to this, because when I was putting up my closet, there was an issue with it, and I had to get some shims in place in order for it to do what it do. And then in the other house, there were some spots where the space was like this, and then some was like this, and then it just was all uneven. But again, adding the crown molding up top just fixes that problem. So what I ended up doing is doing the soffit, just to give the house just a little bit more of a grand custom look to it. Now, when it comes to the flooring, this was like the biggest freaking floor gate situation ever. There's always an issue when I do certain things in my home, but the floor probably trumps everything. So when I moved in, what was on the floor was a luxury vinyl. I'm not against luxury vinyl. If that's what you want to put in your home, that's perfectly fine. I just felt like with me not having any furniture, with the house not being done, and I'm just coming in, and when I say I live alone, I am the only adult in this house, so I know what I can deal with. I wanted to change the floors. 150,000%. I am comfortable and I love hardwood floors. That is just a personal preference. When I mentioned to the builder about doing hardwood flooring, they only had one option for me, which was their particular vendor that they use, and I get it. Get your discount, boo, get your discount. I can tell you now, the labor to get the entire house done, and I did do the entire house. Yeah, I did the entire house. The bathrooms, the hallways, laundry room, the entire house got done. Every single thing got done. Labor was about $4,800 for the entire house. So to think about spending $8,000 just for 3 areas of the house, and it wasn't even going to be the master bath. It was just going to be the bedroom, the loft, and my closet. And I think that was the price for the luxury vinyl because I didn't like the color. Previously, the color was gray, and I just feel like as much as everyone's using gray right now, for me personally, there's just no dimension in it. It is what it is. It's gray. And so I wanted something that was going to add a little bit more warmth into the house. I remember sharing this and it just totally just went over people's heads, and it's perfectly fine. Like, it is what it is. But this right here is the current color of my floor, and you may not be able to see it like 100%, but it definitely has some of those like brownie gray, kind of grayish color that's in there, which is like a beigey gray, you know. That's the only way that I can really describe it to you is calling it a grayish. I love it. It's just a really pretty color. And then this is the old color. And again, you may not be able to see the huge difference, but I can. This one here was just like gray. There wasn't really too much in it, but this is the flooring here. And this is what I ended up replacing. Let me just put it here so that way you guys can actually see it. Do you see that? There's like a huge difference. So in terms of the running, in terms of sneaking the scooter in the house and riding it in the house when I'm upstairs, yes, they've done that. In terms of food spilling on there, in terms of the cups, the bowls, everything dropping on the floor, I just did not feel like this was gonna offer the wear. And please don't come back me in the comments talking about something. I have it and it's perfectly fine. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. But I can tell you, for me, the hardwood floor just feels so much better walking on. This actually feels like I was walking on plastic. I'm really, really grateful that Des Chateaux worked with me on this and I was able to get my flooring for the house, because that was really something that I kind of fought with the builder about, which just wasn't gonna happen. Number 3, when it comes to the furniture that I'm putting into the house and what I want, it's not about the money. It's not about the money at all. What it is about, it's about the everyday wear and tear. And every single one of my decisions that I make into this house is based on my kids. I promise you, if I was single, bachelorette, and I was here, I would be running to IKEA. I would be running to all these places, because I'm not gonna sit everywhere. That is just impossible. I'm just not gonna sit everywhere. So there's no need for me to be concerning myself with performance fabrics. There's no need for me to be concerning myself with like having a separate office. There would be no need for me to do any of those things. But when you have kids, you have to be able to divide and conquer. So I need to have a space where I can say, this is my office. Do not come in my office when I'm in here. this is my bedroom. This is not a place for you to be, even though they still sneak in there, you know? And like, this is your room. This is the loft where you guys can do whatever you want to do in this space. Would I tell you to follow in my direction 100%? No. If you have kids, oh yes, 100%. Because if you're going to purchase it, then it would be to your best interest to purchase something that is going to last and that is going to hold up. Now I can say it is about the money, because at the end of the day, you're going to get what you pay for. I went live maybe 2 weeks ago and I was reading reviews on Wayfair, and everything has a weight capacity when you think about it. So your bed has a weight capacity, your chair has a weight capacity. So when you're buying a bed that's $200-300 and it weighs 64 pounds, and 2 adults together, you're weighing about 300 pounds, the bed isn't going to last. It's not meant to last, nor is it meant to support you. So yeah, in that aspect, it is about the money. But are you just going to be spending money just to be spending money on something without even knowing like information about it? Then no, you know. So that's number 3. Number 4 is going to be overkill. So you know, I may fall under that category. I'll put myself in the category. But I also, how about this? I have one foot out. I have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And the reason why I say this is I have a lot of wood. And I honestly feel like in terms of cost, it was the least expensive thing to do in this house in terms of an upgrade. You can see a little bit of my stairs. I love it. But it's from the entryway and it goes all the way up, and then it ends at the loft, right? And then the loft opens up to the coffered ceilings, and then I have the ceilings in my bedroom done, and then I have the trim on the wall. Let me just say, even though I have all of this trim work around the house, I don't feel like it's too much. I can enjoy visually everything that's going on. When I'm in my bedroom, I love being able to lay in my bed and just get that side peek of my loft, and I can see the ceiling. I'm not seeing the hallway. But then when I'm in my loft and I'm ready to leave, I can see the arch. I can also see the landing and see all that trim work. And then when I come downstairs, basically I'm seeing the entryway with the light fixture. Kev,
yes.
How do you feel about the trim work? How do you feel about all the trim work?
It's highly complimentary.
You like it. Kev has trim in his house too, right?
Yeah.
From the dining room to the entry to the living, right? All the way wrapped around?
Yes, and I'm getting ready to do it on the stairs. Leading upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, so I think there's ways to incorporate these things and not make it tacky. So I'm gonna tell you what I feel like would have been tacky. This is just my personal opinion. Someone said I should not have, no, the exact sentence was, I should have taken the door on my master and put it all over my house, right? And for that, I was just like, this is overkill and it's tacky. And I'm gonna tell you, if I was in a really large house and I had at least 4 feet in the hallways, and what 4 feet does is when the doors open, it gives you clearance in between, right? It's beautiful. Go ahead, put the doors everywhere. Listen, do you, boo. But this house is 2,800 square feet, which translates into narrow hallways, tight hallways, and by the time me and my boys walk together, there's absolutely no more room. So my bedroom wall is here. Across the way, there is a grand total of 4 doors. There's a bedroom door, linen closet, the half bath, and then when you open the second door, you go into the more of the where the toilet is at. To me, this is just my personal opinion, it would be extremely overwhelming to have this door, which is considered a decorative door, in this very tight nook space. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna show you guys this area so you can see it for yourself, and so that way logically it'll make sense.
I do apologize. You guys. It is later in the afternoon. I had to feed the boys, but this is what I was talking to you guys about, not having that full clearance with the doors. So this door here opens this way, this door opens that way, and then this door opens this way, right? Again, I think it would be entirely too much to put the doors in such a tight area. What I am thinking about doing is adding a Murphy door here. And I'm very high probability that it will go there. The closet is pretty deep. I hate the fact that the door opens this way. I really don't care, you know, whatever the builder did. I want the door to open from this side here and go this way. I know it's gonna go into the bathroom. I'm okay with that because this is the linen closet and no one really goes into that space. I'm gonna put a picture up so you guys can see what the Murphy door looks like. This, in my personal opinion, makes a bit more sense to break it up. That way you have a different detail to the door, but it's not the same door. So I know you guys are very visual and I wanted to give you something to look at. I Googled $1 million hallways. That way you kind of see how a wider hallway looks. If you look to the left of this particular picture, the archway here is wood. And then if you look to the right, you can see where they painted that one white and then they have that door. So everything has been broken up so that way it doesn't feel so tight within the space. In this image here, if you look, the door has one column and then the other ones, they have two paneling going down the hallway. But as you can see, the doors are spaced apart pretty nicely. That way, again, you don't get a lot of overkill within the space. On this image right here, if you look to the left, they have this ornate door, which is absolutely beautiful. But then if you look to the right of the image, they did not put the same door all over in the same space. It would just be too much and you wouldn't be able to enjoy the one door as it was meant to be. Even within this hallway right here, if you look at the doors, look at the breakup of the paint, the crown molding, the base trim, even the little small nooks where they have the art in the shelving. Everything has been broken up. That way when you come into the home, you really get an opportunity to see everything for what it is. The doors, the trim, the light, the ceiling. And this is what you want to do when you're working within your home and you're trying to bring the space together.
I really did my best to make this house as comfortable as possible. Do I feel like my home is going to be competitive on the market when I decide to sell it? I do. Do I feel like I wasted my money knowing that in the future I'm going to sell my house? No. And I'm saying that I may sell my house. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. This house may become a vacation home. I really do love Savannah. If I do end up leaving here and going somewhere else, Atlanta, I want to be able to come back here and have a place. And I may just keep this place as like, you know, my little, just in case you don't work out with that person. A little backup. I may just keep it, I don't know. But I do love the house. I do love everything that the house offers. And overall, I'm really happy. And I think that is like the biggest thing when it comes to how and what you're gonna do in your home is like, are you happy? Are you okay? And do you stand behind your decisions? And as long as you stand behind them and you're happy with them, I don't think you're doing anything wrong, regardless to what anyone or how anyone feels about your home. It's your home and stuff like that. But hopefully I was able to address certain things for you guys. As y'all can see, I'm enjoying my little swivel chair, honey. This chair done moved from upstairs to downstairs and now it's here again. But
I think your painter's here.
my painter? My painter is here, you guys. Have an amazing day. I will see and talk to you guys next time. Bye.